Hey, Cloak and Meeple Quickie here, and we're going to talk about whales destroying the world. In Whales Destroying the World, most of the players are going to be whales destroying the world. But some players are going to be humans attempting to stop those whales. So yes, this is a hidden role game. So you'll be trying to figure out which players are the human players, which players are the whale players, and also trying to stop your fellow whale players if you're on the whale side, because you want to have the most points, because the whale with the most points wins. Yeah, it's a little confusing, but this is actually a pretty fun game. So the way you start off is each player is going to get a role card. And again, most players are going to be whales. If you're playing in the full 6-player game, 2 players will be humans. If you're playing with less than 6 players, only 1 player is going to be human. So then you will give this big deck a shuffle. Everybody's going to get a couple of cards to start off with their tableaus. And then you're going to figure out who feels the most whale-like, according to the rules, and that player gets to go first. The first player is going to go ahead and draw 2 cards. They're going to have a look at them, discarding one of them, and then having to offer the other card to one of the other players. When you offer a card to another player, you can say as much or as little about the card as you want to. Then that player has a choice of whether they want to accept the card or reject the card. If they accept it, they go ahead and place it face up on their side of their tableau, and they're going to add it in. Or if they reject it, then you go ahead and take it and you put it into your own personal tableau. You will keep on going until the end conditions are met. Now for the whales end condition, one of them, is if one of them gets 6 cards on their side with 2 from each of the colors. And there are 3 colors in the game. So there is gray, red, and blue. So once you get 2 of each, so another gray, another blue, and another red here, that would end the game. Then all the whale players will go ahead and count their points. They're going to add up the totals there, and they're going to see who has the most points, and that is the winner of the game. If you are a human player, you are trying to get these human superheroes into people's tableau. And if you ever manage to get 3 superheroes into somebody's tableau, the human players have won. So it is a very interesting and very quick game. So you're trying to figure out who the human players are. And if you are playing in a max game like I was playing, I actually was a human player because I'm always a betrayer in a game somehow, even if I'm actually not the betrayer, but we won't get into that. But yes, I was a human player, so I was trying to figure out who the other human player was. Well, I did quickly figure out who that was, and we kind of manipulated the game because we got all the human superheroes to the other human player. She didn't quite know that I was the human player, so I was just like, here, you want this card. This will help you win the game. So she's like, are you a human? I'm like, yes! So she took my card, and then we were able to win the game that way. But overall, Whales Destroying the World is a really, really fun and very quick social deduction game. Usually social deduction games kind of go on a little bit. This is easily something that you can plunk down in front of players, explain the rules, get going, and finish a game in 10 minutes or so. And then maybe you want to play again. And then maybe you want to play again. Or just play this in between games. This is something that is actually a lot of fun. So this is going on to Kickstarter very, very soon. I'm going to have a link down below for that information, so you can definitely check that out. And also, please do not forget to help support Cloak and Meeple. Go buy a Cloak and Meeple shirt or support me on Patreon or Pod Pledge. And thanks for watching. Bye.
Punchboard Media, where we all bring something to the table. Pull up a chair at punchboardmedia.com.